All right, what do we have now? Today we have the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and I did pick this up from eBay for $375. So why did I choose this phone? Because the last phone was the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and with that phone I was really happy. The only thing I didn't like about it is that it was the Exynos phone, and I couldn't get 5G. I don't know if it's because it came from a different country, but the 5G would never work here in Colorado. I don't know why, it just never worked. And it did kind of throw my calls off and my data connectivity. It was just really weird that didn't work that way. But now we have the Galaxy S22 Ultra. And this color, I really like it. There's a burgundy one too as well, like a maroon colored one. But it could have went either way. And this was the cheapest one that I could find. I went with the bare, man, that color is really nice. I went with the bare bones 128 8 gig. And it kind of sucks because the S21 Ultra, that was a 12 gig phone and it had 256 gigabytes of storage. This is the scratch that the seller was nice enough to mention in the description. Doesn't really matter to me. You can't see it when you have a case on it, but it's nice that he at least brought it up. So, I got to clean the phone off. But now that I've had this is my fourth Galaxy phone, coming from the S21 Ultra, then the S20 Ultra, then the Note 10 Plus, which is down there. I'm really getting used to the Samsung ecosystem as far as like the operating system, how things flow, the menus, changing things, using this on a day-to-day. It's finally starting to come together, and it actually took me a couple of months. It wasn't that easy. There's the S24 Ultra, which I still haven't used yet, but look how close these two are. And I mean by close as far as the orientation of the layout of some of the ports. Now, the S24 Ultra, they went with the flat screen. And after using this phone, the 23, now I understand why people do like the completely flat screen. Because with the edges, it looks cool and it feels good. There's the S21 Ultra. That was a really good phone. I would have kept using it, but I had to get more phones and the 5G didn't work. It just drove me nuts. And even with the S21 Ultra, the corners, I didn't have a problem slipping off the sides like I do with this S22 Ultra. Like, you really have to kind of use the stylus for some things. This is me just switching SIMs and everything. I have to test the SIM right away before I have to send the phone back. But I went with T-Mobile on this one, not on lock, because I've had better luck just going with the carrier that I've always had for the past 10 years than the unlocked phones. And that's generally the Pixels I've had those issues with. Make sure you check those videos out. But look at this. This is the stock wallpaper that it comes with. I did pick up a case right away, and I actually don't like this case. I mean, sometimes when you get things on Amazon, you don't really know what you're getting. And this is one of those cases to where if you have those little lens covers on, it makes your pictures look terrible. And I bought a case like this for the S23 Ultra when I had it, and I thought the camera was horrible. And it was because it had these things on it. Every shot looked blurry, and I couldn't figure it out until I actually popped the little lens covers out. And, S23 Ultra was a good phone. I might even pick that one up again. Who knows? Still using the lanyards. Those are good for me. But as far as the differences between the 21 and the 22 is the shape of the phone being squared, and that the stylus has returned. And that is something that I did miss. With the 21, I did buy a case that had the stylus on the side, but I really like having the stylus on hand. Like, I actually use it. Like, you have to think to use it, but it's just fun to kind of mess around with. And I really prefer my Samsung Galaxies to have the stylus. And of course, got to put on 1440p. The vivid settings were already enabled, but got to put on 1440p. Thank God we got a Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 as opposed to the Exynos phone I have, the 21. And that was another thing that kind of made that experience like, the battery just wasn't that great, and I'm blaming it on that Exynos chipset. I'm just going to blame it for now. And this S22 Ultra wanted about 4 updates. That's the 23 Ultra, and I really missed that phone. I mean, and see, here's the thing. After using all these squared phones, I had the 23, now I got the 22, I got the 24, which is right there. They're all starting to kind of blend in together now, just how the iPhones were getting for me. Like, when I got the 12, it was like, okay, the 13 Pro, 14, and the 15. I mean, that's why I'm here messing with the Droids and Samsung Nows, because I kind of got bored with them. So it is refreshing to try something else completely. Now, here's Genshin Impact. The Snapdragon 8th Gen 1 is handling this without any issues. It's on the highest graphical settings. There's no lagging. Yes, the phone is getting a little warm, but nothing to where I'm starting to get any frame drops or anything like that. It ran pretty much flawlessly, and I actually sat around and played this game for a bit. It really is a good game. It's just my tolerance for sitting playing mobile games is not that long. Maybe 20, 30 minutes, and I got to get up and do something else. With Call of Duty, it did something weird with the controller. As you can see, it kept like the Genshin backbone controller settings, and I actually had to like take it out of the backbone. Yeah, see, I had to take it out. It just wasn't doing anything. When I hit the trigger, I couldn't look down my scope. I was like, what the heck's going on? It made the screen go blank, but it did come back eventually, and I was able to return to dominating the match. And even with this game, it's not like the heaviest load of a game, not like Genshin Impact, but it does move pretty quickly. Now with Call of Duties, you don't want any lagging or frame dropping or you're dead. And even in this match, guys, I still think it's not real human beings. It says I'm in multiplayer, but these people can't be that bad. This is one of my favorite games to play. One, because it's something you can just pick up and play, like when you're waiting in a line, if you're waiting at the DMV or something. This is one of the best games just to pick up and play. I'm not sure if you even need internet connection to play some of the modes in this game, which I just really love this game. As far as the cameras, the ultra-wide cameras work. All of the cameras work, and I will make a separate video to do some camera comparisons with the older flagships that I do have, so stay tuned for those videos. But all the cameras do work. This is also the first model that gives you 4K at 60 frames per second, or Ultra HD is what they call their 4K, which is a little less than 4K, but who cares? It's there. I mean, this does just feel like the S22 Ultra just stuffed in a different body with a slightly upgraded camera. The camera's good. It was good on the last phone, but it's good on this one too. But you guys let me know in the comments, what is the next phone I should get as a flagship model? I mean, I could get the Ultra S23 Ultra. Sure, I could do that one again, maybe used. That was a really good phone. I can't say that enough. The 21 was, that goes down the Hall of Fame for me. I just wish it wasn't Exynos, but what phone should I get next? I'm still working on a Pixel. I sent the second Pixel back, the black one that I had, sent it back. So I might just get the 8 Pro. Since that one is still being supported, I might just grab that one. But for the people out there that are asking themselves, that have the S22 Ultra, should you go to the 23 or the 24? And the question is yes, if you want more of the fancy AI features, which can also be sort of purchased if you get the Google One membership, which I did get, and I think it's like 99 cents a month for 100 gigabytes. And I only did that to see how the AI features compare to the stock AI features that come on the S24 Ultra, and I might make another video for that. But after having this 22 Ultra for a couple weeks, I really didn't have the urge to go back to my 24 Ultra, even though I haven't really used it that much. Again, guys, the phones are starting to blend together a little bit for me. Like this 22 runs 140p at 120 hertz, and with the 1 hertz thing that, you know, saves battery and doesn't use the whole hertz and all that good stuff. Like it's perfect for me now. Like it's gonna be the only thing, I don't know, the only thing that I could probably say is the battery could use some improvement, and it's a secondhand phone, so that's to be expected. But that's all I got for today, guys. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I do have more phones. I do have more content. I'm going to get more into the comparisons of the phones now. I actually have more phones to do so. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at Colotech383. I will catch you in the next video. Peace.